What is going on, everybody? Your boy BLSG back in the building with an Eagles show. We got many things to talk about tonight, so we're gonna kind of just get it underway. Appreciate everybody who's eventually gonna come into the stream or is already in the stream right now, which it honestly shows 0 people. But we had Max Russell in here before. What's going on, Max? Appreciate you for hitting the like button as well, my guy. Of course, he's a Chiefs fan, but respect to them, honestly. Mahomes getting better, and Mahomes definitely does deserve some respect at the end of the day. And then I went ahead and said appreciate him for it, and yeah. So that's where we are up to this point, man. So really, I'm really looking forward to this weekend. Christmas is coming up, so I made my preview out and got it out earlier today. Definitely go check that out, as well as my YouTube short that I put out. So anyway, let's just get right into it. First, we're starting off with the Eagles versus Washington post game. So we're gonna just start out with that, and I'm just gonna start out by saying this: Jalen Hurts had a phenomenal game after starting out really slowly. After the 3 sacks, the 2 in the first half, and then the 1 in the second half, and as well as the interception that Jalen Hurts had, which should have never resulted in an interception. It should have either been an incomplete pass or a catch in terms of how that ball was supposed to be played from the throw by Jalen Hurts to Dallas Goedert. But at the end of the day, I mean, Jalen Hurts, regardless of those things, he played great. Only had 6 incompletions. Should have been 4 if Dallas Goedert would have caught his 2 passes that Jalen Hurts threw to him. Those 2 were actually really good at the end of the day. So, honestly, Jalen Hurts, apart from those, he honestly had a great performance. Jinx Wolf, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming in here. John Moore, I believe my newest subscriber. What's going on, John? He said facts. Yeah, I know he meant to say it was a fluke. Nightings, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming in as well. Happy holidays. Definitely appreciate you, my guy. I mean, appreciate you for coming on. So, yeah, man, anyway, let's just get right back into it. So, as I said before, Jalen Hurts had a great game, and the Eagles ended up beating the Washington football team. So, you know what? I'll take that. Jalen Hurts gets his first division win of the season against the Washington football team. He's now 1-0 against Washington to start. He's still 0-1 against the Cowboys and the Giants. So hopefully next week or on Sunday, whenever I'm talking about, the Jalen Hurts will be able to just get it going, and we'll be able to process a nice game plan, and hopefully we'll find a way to give us a win. So Jalen Hurts, hopefully he has another big game. So hopefully we see another big game from Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts definitely playing a pretty solid game against Washington, not going to lie. Now let's talk about the run game here. The run game was honestly really good. Miles Sanders is looking like he's right back into his form, but honestly, yes, he has to do this every game. I mean, I think there were a few times where Miles Sanders had a few slip-ups, but that happens to some backs, not all the running backs in the league, but that happens to some running backs in the NFL. And honestly, if you're gonna end up doing something like that, you gotta rebound and find a way to end up just rebounding and get another good run in you. And at the end of the day, I mean, you have to rebound, but Sanders had a really nice game. I think he was over 100 yards. Jordan Howard, I think he was the second leading rusher. Kenny Gainwell got some run, and I think Boston Scott got some run as well. So good for them to get some run in. Richard Casey, what's going on? I don't know what that means. It's probably another bot, but definitely appreciate you for coming in, Richard Casey. Yeah, man, let's just continue. Now, the wide receivers. This was honestly a pretty decent game for Jalen Hurts to the wide receivers. I mean, Dallas Goedert was the leading receiver. He had over 130 yards. He was the lead receiver. Devante Smith, I think, had around 50 yards or something like that. Quez Watkins, I'm pretty sure he had a few catches. I don't know if we utilized him or not, and Greg Ward got a touchdown last night against Washington, so that'll definitely help him out. That was his first touchdown since October as well, so that was his first touchdown in 2 months. But honestly, at the end of the day, you have to rebound from if you have a terrible night, and then you have to have a good night the next night. So, John Molsa, Devante Smith had a quiet game. If he can have a couple more good receptions a game, then we could beat the Cowboys. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Dallas, assuming they win the division, they're going to rest their starters. So you might not see Trayvon Diggs. You might not see the rest of their corners or their safeties. So at the end of the day, hopefully Devante Smith does take advantage with our playoff hopes on the line in that game. So at the end of the day, you really want to hope that Dallas honestly does win this division. As much as it hates to say it from an Eagles fan, but that's what helps us win the division, or at least helps us get into the playoffs. So hopefully Dallas wins this division. They rest their starters in Week 18, and we can honestly fight our way into a playoff spot to at least try to get the 7th seed. But we also have to fight with the Saints of the Vikings as well, so we'll have to see what happens from there. So Devante Smith apparently had a quiet game, according to John Mold. Definitely appreciate that for a stat line. But Dallas Goedert was definitely the leading receiver, and I can definitely respect that. A few other guys were a little up and down. I forget who. I think Rager had a few receptions. Goddard had a few receptions. Jack Stoll, I think, had a reception before he was ruled out with the injury, because he had a catch and then he had that injury where he did like a flip and must have landed on his head or something. But at the end of the day, it's just finding a way to get the win at the end of the day. So the receivers were decent, I'm not gonna lie, but Dallas Goedert, you definitely deserve that one, my guy. Definitely deserved it right there. So definitely well deserved to Dallas Goedert. Eagles just have to take care of their own business and hope that everything else falls into place. Yeah, definitely, 100%. And it all starts with the Cowboys winning this division, because Eagles want to fight for that wild card spot, because if Dallas wins this division, Eagles have a chance to get in the wild card, and they have to also fight with the Saints and the Vikings too. So one of those three teams is at least going to get in, and we're one of those three that do have a chance at fighting for that 7th seed. So anyway, let's move on to the offensive line. And the offensive line, look, they weren't fantastic. They weren't the greatest in the first half, but that was because, I mean, we were missing one of our pieces on the offensive line, and that was left guard. We were missing Landon Dickerson, so Sua Opeta had to come in, and I thought he did decent. I thought he did pretty well, but there were times where we didn't really have the chances, and there were times where guys like Jonathan Allen, Montez Sweat, it's good to have those guys back, especially if you're Washington, but at the end of the day, you can't allow those sacks. And Lane Johnson was there, Kelsey was there, Mulata was there, but mainly Opeta was the main piece that was replacing Landon Dickerson in that matchup. So at the end of the day, I mean, no lie, but I thought the Eagles' offensive line, I thought they did decent as well. After giving up those 3 sacks that they had, I thought they did really well after that. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's all just about protecting the quarterback and what offensive line combination you have. So we're going to turn that over to the defensive line now. I thought the defensive line, I thought they maintained pressure on Garrett Gilbert after they allowed the first 10 points, and then the next touchdown. After all that, I thought they played a really nice game. I thought Gannon did a good job in terms of running the plays. I mean, there's probably still a few questions with Gannon right now, but at the end of the day, I mean, the Eagles' defensive line, they still have a few things to work on, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's just about pressuring the quarterback, the timing to pass by the offensive line, and hopefully attack the quarterback as well as the running back if they're running it with the running back in the backfield. So it's just about maintaining pressure to the guys that stand in your way. So now we go to the linebackers. The linebackers, they really didn't get too involved apart from Alex Singleton. I thought Alex Singleton played it really nicely. And I think TJ Edwards might have had a few nice plays, but those were like the 2 main linebackers that really stepped up and helped us out. So I'm really impressed with the linebacker corps, because I thought that Singleton made a couple nice plays. TJ Edwards made a few nice plays. And at the end of the day, I will take that performance from our linebackers as well. So honestly, the linebackers are starting to amp up, and they're starting to get going here. But hopefully they can keep that up into the season going forward, because that's another thing that can help us get into the playoffs. Is Saquon Barkley ready to go this week? I'm not sure, my guy. That's going to probably depend on practice this week with the coaches and all that. So we'll have to see how it plays out for Saquon Barkley and mainly everyone else who's on the injury report. And honestly, keep in mind that we're going to probably have to actually deal with Mike Glennon, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Giants actually had to keep – they decided to keep Daniel Jones out for the rest of the season, so we're going to probably see Mike Glennon or Jake Fromm, depending which one it is out of one of those two. But honestly, no lie, but we should be able to take advantage. We better not make Mike Glennon look like Tom Brady, or same thing with Jake Fromm. We can't make any of those guys look like a 5-year quarterback out on the field. So we definitely have to maintain pressure to them. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I actually said Daniel Jones in my preview video. Y'all know what I meant. I mean, they said Daniel Jones was going to be out for the rest of the year. So, no lie, I mean, I meant to say Mike Glennon or Jake Fromm, depending which one gets the nod. But we'll have to see how it plays out next Sunday against the Giants, and hopefully we come out of the way and pull out a W. So, next we're going to move into the secondary. I mean, I thought Darius Slay, I thought he played it pretty well. But even though on that one play where Terry McLaurin, no lie, but Terry McLaurin got him on a few plays, I think that Darius Slay, I think he played a few nice ones made a few nice plays on Terry McLaurin, and also he kind of messed up a little here and there, but I think apart from that, Darius Slay was playing some pretty decent coverage, and I think Slay, this wasn't his best performance, but it wasn't his worst. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's just all about the timing, and it's just about covering your own man. So I thought Darius Slay played it well. Steve Nelson, I forget if he was out or not, but at the end of the day, I don't know if Steve Nelson was playing. I think he was playing, I'm pretty sure, because he was a full participant. But I didn't really see too much of Steve Nelson. But at the end of the day, I mean, no lie, but I mean, it was really the Darius Slay. And Avonte Maddox is also really good in the slot, so, no lie. The Avonte Maddox, that's been his spot this season right now. This has been his spot this season where he has been able to make a statement. So definitely respect to Avonte Maddox. Anthony Harris, I thought he made a few nice plays. And same thing goes to Ronnie McLeod. And then Jake Elliott, he also did really decent when he had to kick those field goals, and especially those extra points as well. He's been really good all year, and he's really showed it for us this year. So definitely give respect to Jake Elliott. Aaron Sipos just doing his thing. I know the special teams don't really get talked about, but I like to talk about them anyway. But at the end of the day, I really like to talk about everybody, no lie. But honestly, at the end of the day, when everybody steps up and when everybody does the thing, that's how the Eagles get the job done and get the win. John Moll said, yeah, defensive line has to step up and do better. If so, rookie quarterbacks. So we just have to focus on the run, and if we shut that down, then the rest should take care of itself. Yeah, definitely. I think the defensive line, they have to get better on stopping the quarterback and mainly anybody who is in the backfield as well. So, no lie, I mean, we have to be better in terms of what we need to do here. So, no lie, I think that the Eagles just need to find a way to get the job done, and I think that to be better on the defensive line as well. So definitely, I really think that these defensive lines to step up, but they had a few sacks on Garrett Gilbert. So honestly, at the end of the day, I mean, I think that the Eagles just need to step up on the defensive line, and the defense should actually be good. Well, what's going on, my guy? How you doing, man? every letter on the keyboard. That's just what I'm going to call you because I am not going to even try to pronounce this. I want to go to Pound Town. I don't even know what that means. Can I get you a new camera kit? And I don't even know what that means either. Have you ever been to Kenya? No, I have not. I haven't been really anywhere outside the country. So, no lie, but at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not really an outside the country guy. So, I just kind of stay here in the U.S., man. Not really an outside of the country guy. Not going to really answer that. But yeah, man, I honestly thought that this was honestly a well-displayed game by the Philadelphia Eagles, mostly in the second half. We had a very messed up first quarter, and honestly, that really can't happen to any other team, especially the Giants, Washington, again, because Washington's going to be probably more healthier, and then to Cowboys at the end of the season. So that really can't happen when we need to be when we're in desperation time for the playoffs. So it really can't happen, and we just have to be better. We really just have to be better. Like, no joke. We really just need to be better. There's no lie. Sneakers. If you probably do that, I'd probably time you out or hide you from the channel. So I'm gonna say no to that, honestly. Every letter on the keyboard. Don't know what that means, but anyway, we're moving right along. We're doing Eagles versus Giants preview now, so we're going to really get into that. So right now, I really think that the Eagles, they should win this game, but we said this about the Giants last time, and we ended up losing. So, no lie, we have to be better against the Giants than what we were the first time, but I think the Eagles can do that. And I think the Eagles, they have what it takes to beat the Giants. They just need to show it and put it all together piece by piece. Not answering that. Eagles are 7-7. Yes, I know they're 7-7, but 7-7, keep in mind, and 7-7 is honestly really good for a rookie head coach, Nick Sirianni, and someone who is actually getting their first full season under their belt in Jalen Hurts. And especially all these rookies, too, like Milton Williams, Taron Jackson, they're getting some run. Devante Smith, Lane Dickerson, Kenneth Gainwell. He's looked like a really good player for a fifth-round pick. Taron Jackson getting up there. I think I said that one already. And then there's some other rookies. I think Patrick Johnson was on the list, so he really didn't play. And Molento Palatu, he didn't play, but we really don't use him much, so no lie. There are a few rookies that are really doing big things this year. The biggest ones that stand out to me right now are number one, I have to say Devante Smith. Number two, Landon Dickerson. And number three, Kenny Gainwell. I think those three have really started to stand out a little bit. I think Kenny Gainwell, the way they've all played in terms of all these NFL games, the way that they've all played, it's honestly just getting better, and they're all starting to improve. So Devante Smith, I think, has to step up in the next game, though. It was a quiet night for him, according to who was it? According to John Mole, my newest subscriber. Definitely appreciate him for subbing up to the channel. So, yeah, man, I really think that Devante Smith can step up. All the guys that were really quiet, such as Devante Smith, I think they can step up in this game and start to take advantage. But we just need to show it and put it all together piece by piece. Everywhere on the keyboard. I'm not answering that. Mike Glennon runs your whole team. No, he does not. He doesn't even run. If he runs, he probably runs like Tom Brady. What do you mean he runs our whole team? He doesn't run a whole team whatsoever. What are you taking that made you think that? That probably is a biased Giants fan right there. Have you ever seen Nick Gurr play on the field, top 10 player in the NFL? I have not, my guys, so definitely don't know who he is or really just don't know what he looks like or what jersey number he has or anything like that. But Anyway, I'm just calling this guy every letter on the keyboard just because. Why not? I mean, I'm not even gonna bother trying to pronounce this. It's like Hoalgi Ahash Gayeg. I'm not pronouncing that, my guy. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call you every letter on the keyboard. But anyway, man, we're gonna keep going here. The Eagles hoping to keep this winning streak up against the Giants. Jalen Hurts looking to tie this one up and go 1-1 against the Giants. And on the season, it didn't look too good for the Eagles last time, but I mean, that kind of went on Gannon. It went on Rager was a huge factor in the last time that we played the Giants. And honestly, no lie, I think that this is the game where this Eagles team, they're furious, they're hungry, and they're going to be ready to go because they should have never lost to the Giants for the first time because of Jalen Rager over here. If he would have called one of those 2 touchdowns in the end zone, we would have won the football game. You should look up Nick Gurr and look at some of his clips. He's an insane player for the Browns. I plays for the Browns? I never realized. I never heard of the guy. So I might look that up when I'm done here. Isaac, what's going on? I see that you're in the chat, my guy. I appreciate you for coming in here and chopping it up. Yeah, man, we're going to continue again. I mean, Eagles hoping to tie the season against the Giants and hoping to at least put themselves at 1-1 against the Giants. Like they're already 1-0 against Washington. They're 0-1 against Dallas. They're 0-1 against the Giants. This game should make the Philadelphia Eagles go 1-1 against the Giants this season. So, no lie, I think that the Eagles have it. It's just about who comes back and who makes a statement. I think Sirianni being on the COVID list. I think Sirianni being on the COVID list. I think, like I said before, my hot take in my preview. If you guys did not see that, check that out. But I said as my hot take that Nick Sirianni would return to the Philadelphia Eagles as the head coach and make a statement, and I think he does it this week, like I said before. But no lie, I really think Nick Sirianni. I think he started to get the gist now. So no lie, I really think Nick Sirianni is starting to get the feel of what's going on here, and at the end of the day, just do what he does best and starts to figure out. Easy dub against the football team, the racism. Hey, it's whatever, man. Us Eagles fans, we always call them, you know what? We always call them that. Yeah, man, we always call them that stuff. So, no lie, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it was a little shaky in the beginning, and then we ended up doing and coming back for pretty much the remainder of the game. Jalen Hurts played better. Sirianni told him that we can't have any of the turnovers happen, any of the sacks. The offensive line has to be better. They said that Sirianni was probably telling Jalen Hurts that can't happen before he ended up going into the virus protocol. So at the end of the day, I mean, Jalen Hurts definitely stepped up and definitely took advantage of it. So definitely good for Jalen Hurts. Yeah, man, I really think that the Eagles definitely have a shot to win this game. They should win this game. They're going to be furious. They're going to be all fired up at the link, hopefully to get another home win, keep our playoff hopes alive. The only way the Eagles keep their hopes alive is by winning out the rest of the season. So we have to beat the Giants this week, Washington next week, and then beat Dallas at the end of the season in our last game of the regular season. So the only way we make the playoffs is by winning out, and there is definitely potential right there. So at the end of the day, I think the Eagles might have it, but who knows how it will play out. It's all on Philadelphia to decide what happens. Let's go, Max. Definitely appreciate you for coming back in here. So you're the go. Thank you, my guy. Definitely appreciate it. Yes, sir. Definitely appreciate the compliments, my guy. Yeah, man, we're definitely just over here grinding. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to hit 300 subs by the end of the year. That's what I wanted to get, but we're only at 237. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's a good run. It was a good run in 2021, and we're going into 2022 in about a few days, actually. Today's the 22nd, so a little over a week, and we'll be in 2022. And another year, man. Let's do it again next year, man. And if you guys have not done so, smash that like button, hit the subscribe. Let's go. If you guys have not done so, hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely 100%. Max said, you'll see you to go, my boy. Definitely appreciate that, Max. Definitely appreciate you for riding me along with this journey, man. Ever since you'd known me and came onto the channel and chopped it up with me, definitely appreciate your support, my guy. Good run, brother. Thank you, my guy. I appreciate that. I wanted 300 subs by the end of the year, but you know what? It's not going to happen. At least we can try to get it before the yearly anniversary, which I posted my first YouTube video on St. Patrick's Day of last year in 2020. So at the end of the day, I mean, no lie, I mean, it's a good run, and 2-year anniversary is coming in March 17th of 2022 is when the 2-year anniversary will happen. Definitely appreciate everybody who's been riding with me along this journey, and at the end of the day, man, it's just great to be like this, man. It's definitely great to be in this position. Definitely blessed to be a YouTuber. And honestly, just putting out all this content for you guys. Did put out 3 things in one day. This one, my preview, and then the short that I put out. So definitely check all those out. So yeah, man, I'm definitely blessed to have this and have this moment just to do my thing, man. I'm gonna go in line 4. I don't know, my guy. I just wanted to chop it up. I don't know if I'll have anybody because I sent a link to people on Twitter. So I'm hoping somebody steps up and definitely does something. So not step up. I hope someone comes in here and chops it up with me. I mean, other people have their own things to do. So no lie, I hope that someone else comes in here and does the thing. Liz said, you're real homie. Thank you, my guy. Definitely appreciate that. 244, let's go. Appreciate that, Isaac. Another bot coming in here, doing stuff like this at the end of the day. But you know what? It is what it is. Back, don't know what that means. What's your opinion on Urban Meyer? In my opinion, he's a hero. Here's the thing. When I think of Urban Meyer, I mean, no lie, I mean, Urban Meyer, like in college when he played for Ohio, when he coached Ohio State at the time, he was honestly a great head coach. He really played him well with like Cardell Jones. JT Barrett, I think, was also there at the time. I don't know if it was if Joe Burrow was coached by Urban Meyer. I forget. I think he was coached by Urban Meyer. But Dwayne Haskins, I think, was also coached by Urban Meyer as well. So he's coached a lot of great QBs. And I think in terms of the NFL, he really hasn't done great. And the Jags always signed him for a 5-year deal and then got him out because of the way that he's coached the Jags this season. And no lie, I mean, Urban Meyer, great coach in college, but not so great in the NFL. Actually, he wasn't really good as an NFL coach, but NFL is a whole different level, and Urban Meyer would still have to learn that if he was still an NFL coach today. But no lie, I think Urban Meyer, in terms of Ohio State, great. In terms of the NFL, not so good. Was the first one? Definitely no. Definitely, bro. What do you mean, like drop the link, Max? If that's the case, I'm not sure if I'll drop it or not, but at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, man. But I just definitely appreciate you guys for coming through and supporting your boy over here. Do you play any video games? I love Among Us some Madden 17. I don't really play too many video games. I play more games on my phone because I don't really have like an Xbox or a PS4. So honestly, I'm not really a huge video game guy. But at the end of the day, I really don't do too much video games, my guys. So at the end of the day, we're just grinding it over here. I'm not really a video game guy like you guys are. So honestly, I'm just who I am, and I have my own personality. Everyone on the keyboard, another bot. All right, All right, so good to know. Again, 1K by the end of the next year, hopefully. But it's been like, well, at the 1 year anniversary point, it was like 120, I think I had. So if you do it for the next few years, I would have 240 by the 2 year anniversary, and I wouldn't hit 1K till, like, trying to do the math. I probably wouldn't have it in maybe about 8 or 9 years. So that would be until I would be probably about 23 or 24. So that's probably going to be a while, unless if y'all keep supporting the channel, spreading out this content, and just keep grinding, man. Yeah, man, I mean, no lie, I mean, we're just here grinding, wanted to talk Eagles. I hope that some of my guys I brought the link up to were going to come in and give their thoughts. And at the end of the day, I mean, no lie, I thought that there were going to be more people in here chopping it up, but it's really not looking like it. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's just we're just here just to talk the Eagles, man. So I really think, like, let's get back on track here. So I really think we can beat the Giants. I think that we have to protect Jalen Hurts. I think we got to protect him better, and I think that Eagles gotta start early. Eagles got to start early. We can't be starting late, letting a team like Washington, for instance, go up 10-0, and then we come all the way back. We have to start on the first drive, get everybody going. As soon as the guys step on the field, they have to be ready to go ASAP. We can't settle. We can't settle for anything. We have to be ready to go against the Giants if we want a chance to win. And then, at the end of the day, pressure the quarterback, which I know I said in my video was going to be Daniel Jones, but I think it's going to be Mike Glennon because I think Daniel Jones is going to be out for the rest of the year. So it is what it is, man. And at the end of the day, man, it is what it is for Daniel Jones. And unfortunately, he's out for the rest of the year. Never want to wish injury on a player, but also, like, it could be a decent sign for the Eagles as well, because they're going to have Mike Glennon, and I don't think Mike Glennon can run like Daniel Jones can. So I think in terms of the run defense, it has to be a big advantage, and I think the run defense has to take advantage of that. And then in terms of the passing, the secondary has to be great, and they just have to keep doing the thing, and they just got to do what they do. Not answering that. XBO, we got to get going when we step on the field. Definitely, 100%. 100%, my guy. Definitely. Definitely. We got to be ready as soon as we step on the field at Lincoln Financial Field. As soon as we step on there, we have to be ready to go. On the first drive, we got to score. Second drive, got to score. Every drive has got to score, and our defense has to stand up and make a statement. Our defense has to stand up, and so does our offense. And Jake Yelly has to just keep doing his thing and in those field goals, man. So at the end of the day, I really think that the Eagles just need to start. They just need to start early, and really at the end of the day, I just think they have to keep grinding, and they just gotta start early. We can't be settling. We can't be settling for anything. So at the end of the day, I really do think that the Eagles have potential to win this game. It's just about starting early and finishing in the right way and in the positive way. Actually, I think it's going to be Jake Fromm. Who knows, man? We're going to probably have to see how practice ends up this week. And at the end of the day, I mean, I think it's going to really just depend on practice this week for the Giants to see who starts a quarterback between Mike Glennon and Jake Fromm. I mean, Jake Fromm looked pretty decent when he got some garbage time against the Cowboys. But, I mean, there were a few incompletions in there, here and there. But he's still a young guy, and he only has one start on the season. So the Eagles should also look to take advantage of that as well. Drew Opio, what's going on? So, yes, sir, definitely appreciate you for coming through, my guy. Definitely appreciate that. But really, I think the Eagles can win this game. If you guys want to check out, this was kind of like a sneak peek for the preview. But if you guys want to go ahead and check out the real one, I dropped it earlier today. Definitely go check it out. It's somewhere else on the channel. It's probably the last video that I put up before the live stream. But at the end of the day, no lie, I mean, I really think the Eagles have a chance to win this game. So definitely go check out the previews, see my thoughts, and then give yours in the comments section. Yeah, man. You know, we went through the Eagles vs. Washington Post game. We kind of did a mini one. Eagles vs. Giants preview kind of gave you guys a sneak peek of that. And then the third one on here, as you guys kind of see on the banner, is for the fact that we have some breaking news that happened earlier. If you guys kind of can see on the banner that you see down here, which I think it's coming up, right there. If you guys didn't see, Nick Sirianni tested positive for the virus, and who knows if Sirianni will play this week, but I think he has to go through a few more tests to hope that he will be ending up coaching this game. If he doesn't go, then who knows who will be the replacement for him. Is it going to be Shane Steichen? Is it going to be one of the offensive coaches? Is it going to be someone on special teams? Is it going to be someone from the defense? Who knows? If Sirianni can't go, who would replace him? But if I would take my best guess on who would replace Sirianni if he is a no-go, and if he has to be virtual for the entire week going into Sunday, I'd probably say that the best one to get it is Shane Steichen. I think it's Shane Steichen would have the best chance to start, and at the end of the day, I really think that Steichen really does have a shot to be the head coach and call the plays if Sirianni is a no-go. Yeah, man, I'd do that. We did not end up doing that, my guy. Will already said what's good to you, my guy. Definitely hope your night's good, man. Plans for Christmas, not really too many big plans. Spending time with family is mainly the biggest one, but sometimes you just got to do that, whether if it's in-state or out of state. But yeah, man, we're just grinding here. Preparing for Christmas, as you can see, I have my little Eagles Christmas hat on. Preparing for the holidays, man, and also the next Eagles game as well. So at the end of the day, it's just good to come on here and talk with you guys. It also is just fun to just talk on here, get on here, talk with y'all, and get instant thoughts from you guys about the topics that we talk about on these live streams and all that. And sometimes we just chop it up about random things too. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I definitely appreciate your guys' support. But anyway, let's get right back into it. So Sirianni did end up testing positive. And like I said before, Shane Steichen could be the possible replacement for Sirianni if Sirianni is a no-go. But hopefully Sirianni does return, because I think he started to figure it out. And I think that Sirianni, I think the way he's coaching it, he could be dangerous in terms of what we need to do in order to win the football game next week against New York. So I'm really hoping Sirianni plays, but if not, I think the role goes over to Shane Steichen. And I really do think that Steichen does have a chance to play, but it really just depends on Sirianni's status, because he did test positive for COVID. or the virus rather. But at the end of the day, I really do think that Steichen really does have a chance to go ahead and start this game. So really, at the end of the day, I think Steichen has the best chance if Sirianni's a no-go. But I hope Sirianni is a go because I think he started to get the hang of it. And really, at the end of the day, I think Sirianni started to figure it out. And 7-7 is honestly really good for a rookie head coach in Sirianni, who was originally an offensive coordinator. And I think this is honestly really good for a guy like Sirianni to be at 7-7 on the year with this Philadelphia Eagles team. So yeah, man, we're kind of just going to be on here for a little bit longer. I thought I would have some guests on the show as well. But at the end of the day, nobody showed up. They have other plans to do. So definitely appreciate y'all for coming in. Sandro, yes, he is. You just don't see it, and apparently he's quiet to just answer that question. So, no lie. I mean, yeah, man, definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming in and grinding it out with me, especially for this year, man. Let's do it again next year in 2022. Definitely going to be giving this one a bit of a break here. Put all my videos that I needed to out early, and I put out this live stream just to chat it up with you guys about the newest news and the post game about Washington, and then the preview about the Giants, as well as you see on the banner coming up. And yeah, man, definitely appreciate everybody for coming in, grinding it out with me, doing what needs to be done, and it's just a good way to finish off 2022. And I appreciate everybody who's been riding it along with me this year. Definitely appreciate everybody who's grinded it out with me in 2021. This has been fantastic. And I'm glad to have over 200 subs, but 300 would have been better to cap off 2022 and not 2022. To cap off 2021 going into 2022. But yeah, man, definitely appreciate everybody who came in. This was just a short live stream just to chop it up, talk about the newest Eagles news that Sirianni has the virus, talk about the Washington game from last night, and talk about the Giants game that we have on Sunday. And hopefully we take revenge, and hopefully Jalen Hurts has a really good game. So definitely appreciate everybody who's been riding with me through 2021. Let's do it again next year in 2022. And let's ride along. And on Sunday, man, we got against the Giants, so let's get this win. Let's get the win on Sunday against New York. Revenge in Philadelphia. Should be a good game. And you know what? At the end of the day, I really think that, like I said before, Eagles have a chance to win this game. But, again, appreciate everybody who came out to this close to 45-minute stream. Definitely be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you have not done so, check out the other two pieces that I put out. I put out my Eagles versus Giants preview, and I also put out that piece of breaking news that Sirianni tested positive for the virus. So definitely go check those out. Anyway, guys, to cap off 2022, or 2021 rather. Why do I keep saying 2022? It's really 2021. Anyway, guys, to cap off 22, we will see you in 2022. Everybody, peace out. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.